Let me see if this is actually working. Because I do not know. I do not know. Okay, yeah, we're actually live. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, Micic, Seth, Green, Miles Bridges, and Mark Williams. That is our starting lineup. It's versus Kate Cunningham, Wendell Moore, Tim Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris, Jalen Duran. I mean, the only interesting thing I even care about for this game is really just Jalen Duran and the Mark Williams matchup. I mean, everything else here it is relatively pointless. I mean, I I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if there's anything to do. The season's over, so I really just all I really care about is just seeing how Mark progresses because it just still seems as though he's going to be the center of the future, and then that's really it. I mean, can Josh Green be consistent? I looked at that, of course, to John Salon's development. That's all I'm really looking. That's all they really have given me to look at um, for the course of the season. I don't think there's really anything else to hold my hat on. LaMelo's not playing consistently. Brandon's not playing consistently. Trey Mann's not playing consistently. Grant's not even playing at all. So the Quan Jeffries was fun. Like, it was fun to watch, as in, like, oh, he's actually doing something. He's actually, getting some buckets and playing some minutes. But other than that, I mean, we really don't have anything to work with. I didn't like that fade from Mark. I mean, early game just started, but I did not like that fade from Mark. I see. I got a warning on the stream, so let me see if. Oh no, we're good. Okay. Yeah, I have a warning on my side, but it looks as though we are good to go. Oops, I'm breaking stuff already. How did I get back to where I wanted to be? There we go. I'm already messing up stuff. Mark just he does not play well against Duran, and I don't even know how long I'm going to be on stream. I'm mainly just on stream because I noticed when I do the podcast, I can't even say with BuzzBeat because I'm part of BuzzBeat. But when we do the podcast, we have a show. Like, we have these are the things we're going to talk about. If we answered all the questions, we would be talking all day. So that's why we don't really get to answer. Sometimes I try to, like, pick at the comments and answer some questions, but sometimes people ask about draft stuff, they ask about trades, they ask about all that. If honestly we discussed everything, like I said, it would be a 2-3 hour show, and I ain't making enough money from it to be a 2-3 hour show. So I wanted to do this, and I definitely want to do it more often, but I wanted to do this so that I could answer those questions and talk. But I definitely thought Melo or Brandon was gonna play tonight. Considering neither are playing, I don't know how long I'm gonna watch this. To be real with you, I have a family to get food for, so I might make it a halftime. We'll see. Good shot by there. Blue by Josh. Josh has been consistent. He's been pretty good from three. It's just sometimes he'll go like he'll shoot well and have like 15 points, 10 points, 12 points, or times, and then there's other times where he doesn't do anything. And it's not like his defense is so elite that you can get away with scoring 3 points, 4 points, or however many he scores when on his off days. Like his off days are really off. There goes the Micic 3. Did not like it. Don't like any of his threes. He can't shoot. He cannot shoot. And having him on Cade is crazy. I would rather have. I don't know. This is a break, so maybe I haven't been paying attention. Why did Seth leave his man? But I would rather have Micic on Wendell Moore. Wouldn't that make more sense? I could be missing. I'm sitting here talking, so I could have missed it. But I would rather have Micic on Wendell Moore and then have Green on Cade. But like I said, I could have missed this. Let me shut up. Okay, Miles getting to the rim. Physical, foul, okay. The thing is with particularly the Pistons, and we're not full health, so I don't think we can take advantage of it. But the thing with the Pistons, at least when we play them, the best thing for us is our chat's disabled. I'm looking, it looks like chats are disabled, and that's not what I want. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I didn't know. Why are chats disabled? Let me see if I can fix it. Edit chat. I don't see anything that's like. Why are my chats disabled? Chat disabled for this live stream. Switch accounts, select stream, refresh page. None of that. How do I? Let me go on my phone and see if I can get chats to not be disabled. Woo, woo. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. I'm not seeing how I can start the chat. Our chat's really disabled. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go on my phone and try to chat.
What is going on, everyone?
Ew, that's myself. Woo. What the? There's something that's got to change. Hold on. I feel like that's not what I wanted to edit. Made for kids. I don't know why. I literally put do not do that. So do I have to take it down and redo it? Customization. And then, oh my god, I might have to redo this crap. I might have to redo it because it's for some reason saying it's for kids when I literally on purpose picked do not do that. I made sure. No, it's not. Save. All right, now we should be able to. Now y'all should be able to chat. Now y'all should be able to chat. Can I refresh now? Refresh. Because I changed it. It's no longer made for kids. Y'all should be able to. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties because apparently this was made for kids, even though I did not put it. YouTube is so stupid with that. All right, cool. We can message. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Everything's good now. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. Micic with a three. Boink. Of course. I could have told you. I mean, we all knew he was gonna miss that. There we go, Mark. I'm telling you, like normally Mark just does not do like Duran is the bane of his existence. He cannot perform well against Duran for whatever reason. I think it's just Duran's just so physical, and Mark just doesn't handle that well. But that possession right there, he put enough pressure on him at the rim that it worked out. Telling me I didn't change my bit rate. What the? Whoa, whoa. Sup, Lozzy. What is up? Just watching some good old Hornets Charlotte basketball. Unfortunately, right now, not something we want to see, but you know, it is what it is. You just close the dockable window. If you let it show it again, use the dock menu on the menu bar. No. Yeah, yes, definitely some misery. That's exactly what it is. I mean, so far they're playing well, but I mean, it's not like the Pistons are the Celtics anyway. So I'm not surprised by the slow start by the Pistons. They at some point are going to get it together. All right. Oh, the money lines. The money lines for the game. Hornets at plus 230. If this was home, that actually would be worth the take because you just never know with this team. Like, no matter who we're missing, you never know when we're going to be good. Or I'm not going to say when we're going to be good, but you never know when. Okay, there we go. Now this makes a little more sense. And then K gets straight to the rim. I think Micic did a better job. All right, let's see. Okay, we're gonna get Kate on Miles is tough in a good way. Like that's Miles a little. I don't know. I think Miles can take Kate. I don't know why he was. It worked out though. It worked out. I think Miles could take Kate though at the rim, for sure. But Meach is just. This is the thing. Like I see what I know his skill set to be. I see a good basketball player. Like he could be a viable player in this league as a backup. His decision making, and sometimes I feel like he tries to do too much. That is the problem. Ultimately, is that he's just always trying to do too much. Maybe, and I can honestly say that maybe with a better team it would work out because he's. I feel as though he's thinking as with his, Serbian teammates or his because he was on winning teams in Europe. So I'm believing he's trying to think everybody plays like that. You're on a bad team, buddy. That would have worked maybe in OKC, but that is not going to work here. And instead of adjusting his game, I think he's waiting for them to adjust. But it's like, dude, I actually would like to see how teams over there handle situations like this. I don't think there's a draft over there, so I would like to see kind of what teams go through when they're going through a change. Do they tank or do they? I mean, there will be no incentive to tank if there's no what's it called? If there's no draft. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I feel like as though teams over there, when they're bad, they're just bad. There's no incentive to be bad. They're just bad. It is what it is. All right, Cody. Let's see what you're gonna do. All right. There you go. Okay. Okay. That was a good little pick and roll with Cody and Nick. And then they leave Tobias wide open, and then he makes it. Is that Tobias? That looked like Tobias. Yep, it was Tobias. Tobias killed us. Was it the last time we played the Pistons or the time before? Either way, it don't matter. We cannot let Tobias kill us in 2025. Doesn't make any sense. And Isaiah Stewart. I hate Isaiah Stewart. Not even just for us. Like, he's had plenty of run-ins with us, but, like, him in general. He's the most annoying player I've ever seen. We just, oh man, we didn't close out for a three, and then of course he makes it. What is his 3-point percentage of the year? I gotta know. After that, I gotta know. I gotta know his 3-point percentages for the year. It can't be good. Stewart. It can't be that high. 28% from three. He pulled up in Nick Richards' face like it was nothing. Oh my god, this team. Let me see if I can switch over to it real quick. Well, I don't know what monitor I'm on. Okay, 28% from three this year, and he's a career. What is this? A career 34. That's actually not bad. Dang, he shot 40, almost 40% last year. I mean, that's really what did it. Other than that, he shot like 20, 30, I mean 32%. But yeah, of course we allowed that to happen. Nick, and those Nick and those butterfingers. Cody, don't you pull it from there. Hopefully, Asar don't flip any of our players like his brother. That was crazy. The way he flipped or I mean flipped Tyler Hero is insane. Like, yeah, he was crashing out. Like, it is what it is. He definitely was. I'm not here to deny that, but I get what some people are saying. Where it's like I just can't allow myself to be flipped. Though that's crazy. Cannot allow myself to be flipped. Did y'all see where Jimmy Butler got suspended 7 games? 7 because of his conduct, which I mean I get, like it hasn't been the best, but 7 games and Amin only got suspended what 2? That's crazy. But I mean I get it. Like I said, I definitely get it because um you lose $532,000 per game. That's what 3 mil, 3.5 mil, something like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, does he need it? No, but yeah. this team. Let's go to, what's that NBA trade machine? It's like Fanspo, right? We're going to go to Fanspo. We'll go to Fanspo. During this time, we're going to go to Fanspo since no one wants to see this and see me just sit here. We're going to go to Fanspo. I'm going to get this out of the way. Oh, I'm stupid. Y'all can't. I'm going to just put this up here. Oh, I technically can't do that because I got to watch the game. Oh, well. All right, we're going to go to Fanspo real quick. See if we can draw up a trade. Shit. The Hornets, 14th, but we're only above the dang Wizards. All right, so I saw something that it was saying the Kings were looking at Nick Richards. So we'll go ahead and explore that. LaMelo Ball, bro, 947,000 votes, and the next closest person is Donovan Mitchell with 700,000. And LaMelo, I don't know how many games. That's one thing I really want to say real quick before we look into the trades. But LaMelo, I don't how much is this him sitting out? And I know he's being told to sit out. If you think otherwise, then I don't know what to tell you. But how much is this affecting his All-Star campaign? Because at some point, the NBA is going to be like, well, he only played like half the games. Are we going to let him in because the integrity of our league and blah, 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 yada, yada? I don't know. But if I'm him, I'm upset. Like, dude, I'm dropping 30 points a game when I play. And y'all are preventing me from playing any further. And I know it's to protect their future. That's what they keep saying. But, I mean, if you're going to be bad, allow me to get my individual accolades. That's all I'm saying. I think that makes the most sense. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. I definitely feel as though there's a little. Oh my God, Isaiah Stowe, he just pulled up again on Nick Ridge. Luckily, he didn't make it, but yeah. Well, let's go back to the game. Well, next time I already had this up, so we can do the trades a little quicker. All right, so let's switch this back over. 23-23, and Miles Bridges went backcourt. That's what happens when you have only one real ball handler on the team or on the floor. Because what is it? It's Miles, Cody. That's it. CJ out there. I said CJ. KJ. Oh, Nick Smith Jr. is coming in, so that's nice. I don't know what that's gonna do, but I definitely want to see Nick Smith Jr. succeed. I just don't know what that's going to look like with this team. Definitely thought he was going to be like what Trey Mann is, or Trey Mann has been for us in the past, or first at the beginning of the season. I don't know if that will stick, and also I don't know what you can do with two of those guys off the bench. We'll have to figure it out. Honestly, we'll definitely have to figure it out. Okay, Tejan, good cross court pass, good pump fake. Okay, Cody. They didn't contest him at the rim, but I'll take it. Anytime Cody shows signs of being healthy, I'm all for it. All for it. Yo, what up, Deontay? But yeah, anytime Cody shows signs of being, oh my God, Tisha, don't get cooked. All right. It's important. It's very important whether you believe that anyone believes that they should trade Cody or Nick or not. I think it's important for Nick. It's important for these guys to perform well in this stretch. I think even if we end up keeping, let's say that they're part of the plan because they can. I do agree that they can be good bench pieces. My biggest thing about trading them is more so we aren't good, and I don't know when we're going to be good. The front office knows when they're going to emulate their plan of, all right, let's try to be good. I don't know their plan. So I'm all for, at this rate, we're not going to be good anytime soon. It doesn't seem like. So let's get some assets and then, save up. But if they do plan on being good at some point, and Cody and Nick are part of those plans, then it's still important for those guys to have some success during this time, during the time of us really trying to figure out what the heck we're doing. Because I think that's only going to make them better. It's going to, oh my God, is going to have them ready for, because even at full health, a full healthy season for us, I don't think that includes LaMelo playing every game. If you, it just, I mean, it really just depends. Like, you don't want to be in a position where we're clawing our way up to even make the playoffs. But if we're in a position where, okay, it's a matter of seeding, I could see them sitting LaMelo on certain back-to-backs or certain ridiculous road trips. Not like how he's sitting now, but just like load management, because he's that important to our team. So it's going to be important for guys like Cody, specifically in this situation, Cody, KJ too, to perform in these moments, not to just trade them. It does. It does. It definitely feels aimless. That's kind of what my biggest thing is. Just I don't know the next move. I don't know. Most of the time, you can look at a team. Well, let's say this: like for the Heat, and with the whole thing going on with Jimmy Butler, that was Pat Riley's ego. That is why that team is not where they're supposed to be. But I think outside looking in, and probably Heat fans will tell you, they should have been either traded Jimmy Butler, got another star, or they could, after they lost to the Nuggets, they could have just restarted it then. Even with Jimmy Butler, they could have did something to say, all right, we're gonna run this back, but with a new roster. It's almost like I'm trying to think. There was a team that I can't remember. I can't remember what sport, to be honest. But like, there are teams, they'll run it back, keep maybe 2-3 guys, but we can even. I think they should have treated the Heat almost like the Lakers. And I know the Lakers may not be the best example because they haven't done stuff either. But the Heat were in that situation where you knew this wasn't going to work. Even before they traded for Terry, they should have broke it down. And then, all right, we're going to surround Jimmy with all these veterans and try that. All right, we're going to break it down again and surround Jimmy. But instead, they're trying to do like what the Warriors are doing, which is not working for them either. And do that half and half thing where they're trying to, okay, we got Tyler, we got Jaime, we got Jovic, I believe his name is, and all that. But who's going to help Jimmy now? Jimmy already showed that he can perform in the playoffs. Bam showed that he can perform in the playoffs and get you to the finals. But now we need people to put it over the edge. Hoping Jaime gets better, which they're going to get better, but just not in that extent. So with the Heat, there was a direction for them to go. They just didn't take it. Which, I mean, you can say whatever you want about that, but they just didn't take it. For us, it does not feel like there's a direction of any kind. I don't know of a move. I know what I want us to do, and I know what we should do, but we really can go either way, and that's been the problem with this team forever, is that they're just okay with being in the middle, and right now, we're not even in the middle. I think the way our cap is set up, salary and all that stuff is set up, we're in the middle, because we're paying a lot of people, but as far as like where we are talent-wise, we're not in the middle at all. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It feels aimless, like you said. That's a good point. It just, I don't know what we do, because this is LaMelo's first year of his deal, and then next year obviously will be his second, and I think he has 3 more after that. Are you telling me we're going to be good? Like, it's not easy to build a team. So the fact that we're not doing it now, wasted season. I don't see it happening next year. A wasted season. You got 3 really 2. Because we all know at the end of the contract, especially a guy like LaMelo, he may not request a trade, but it may just be beneficial to trade him at that point, especially if we're not good. So then you got 2 seasons to go from terrible to playoffs. And I'm not taking play-in. I mean, I know that, maybe I should be grateful at that point. It's like, okay, well, they're good. Yeah, exactly. We're aiming for it as low as possible. Like it just doesn't make any sense right now. Like we're not playing they're playing now, but like if we're talking like a week or 2 ago, we're not playing the young guys like we're supposed to. Because if you're a team like this, let's put it this way: we're not playing. Maybe we should boycott the team. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think we should stop buying stuff. I think we should stop buying stuff. I'm guilty of it. Like I bought. Well, actually, this shirt's old. This shirt's from when LaMelo, I think, got drafted because it still has the 2 on it. But, yeah, I just don't know. We're not playing young guys like we're technically supposed to. It's more about like everyone's hurt, so we're going to play them. But I think if you were going to be this bad and you knew you were going to be this bad, we should have been playing them for them to develop. And then our older guys, we just keep reusing them, and it's like you know it's not going to work. Why even bother? We should have been traded some of these guys, and it doesn't. And I recorded a few videos, so I don't know if I said it in one of the videos I released in the last 2 days or not, but it's not like they're bad. I think Nick Richards is one of the best backup centers in the league. I really do. Even now, backup centers in the league, he's top 3. I would probably say off the top of my head. I could be wrong. I think Cody Martin is a very versatile player, and I see why he has value with our team. However, they have been on the team long enough to know, is it going to work with them in this iteration of the team? It is not. It's just not. I think part of it is Nick is just like Mark. Saying they do different things in different ways. They're the same mold. Same exact mold of player. And Cody Martin, he can't shoot. Now, there are a lot of teams who have defensive players and guys who are like versatile pieces that can't shoot. However, the rest of our team can't shoot. So it sticks out more that he cannot shoot. So that's just kind of where we are, and that's the frustrating part of it, is that there is just no way for. I don't know where we go. I really don't. If it was up to me, I would have tore it all down that year Miles was gone. The year Miles was gone, I would have tore it all down then. I would have not played. I would have traded everybody. But instead they didn't. They thought, when Miles get back, we're gonna be good. And it's like we were 2 years behind at that point. LaMelo didn't play that whole year basically. The guys that you have who are in those moments are not getting any better, while the rest of the league is literally getting better. Our draft picks during that time did not work. So it was just like a lot of things were going on, and we were just behind. And I think, to this front office's point, or to come save them a little bit, they are kind of playing from behind. Like I said, that Miles year really put us back a year. And honestly, I wouldn't even say just because Miles did something terrible. It's more so we didn't do anything while he was gone. We didn't trade for anybody. We didn't trade anybody. We didn't develop like we were supposed to. Our draft picks busted. Like, it just was not a good time at all. Fell out on a coach. So just a lot of things. And now we're kind of where we are. And it's not easy to change a team. So it's hard to be like, all right, we want this front office to make up for what the last front office did. And that's not fair. It's also like you got to understand the moment. I've said this before. Whether you watch Buzzbeat, whether you watch my channel, however, we're paying we're paying LaMelo now. We're paying Miles. We're paying Grant, who won't play. Like, we keep, when an injury not first got reported, but once he had a surgery, it was talking about he might not play till January 2026. So you're missing Grant for a year and a half. We don't really know what's going on with Trey Mann, and can you really make a decision on that, having to pay him soon? It's just a lot. Mark is coming up. It's time to think about what we're doing with his extension. You drafted Tajon Salon, who I think is a good prospect in terms of he just would have been better on a team that was good. Getting him for us in the situation we're in, it didn't make any sense. It didn't make sense then. It still doesn't make. It doesn't make any. It makes less sense now. Oh my God! What a play by Mark! What a play by Mark! I am so glad. I was very scared. 7 foot, back injury, foot injury. You can look at my tweets. I have made points where I was like, man, I just don't know. I don't think Mark is going to be good coming back. It's really tough. He's looked fine. And that's why I've been saying, I think they sit people longer is to let them get to 100%. Most time, as players always say, they're always injured. Players will tell you, like, I'm injured the whole season. But I think they're waiting for these guys to get 110% before they put them out there. The only thing they're shaking off is rust and not like injury. Because Mark, once he shook off the rust, has been really good. And he's looking more like the center we need. Last 3 years have felt the same. And yeah, we've had a couple of bright spots, but still. And yeah, Mark has me torn too because as much as I just went on to say how good he is, I'm thinking about because I've said this. When we're finally good, I don't know if I could celebrate. No, I'm a fan. I'm a fan before anything else. So of course I'm gonna be happy we made the play in. That just is what it is. But like deep down, I can't celebrate being this bad for this long with obvious moves to be made. Or at least, and it's obvious that we need to choose a direction. I can't say obvious moves because there are no obvious moves right now, but an obvious direction needs to be chosen. I would be happy we made a playoff, but I wouldn't be happy if, we go through the play-in and we're bad. We're this bad this long, and the seasons have gone the way they have, where we're obviously sitting players. We're not quite we're making lateral moves. I think that these moves that we had, getting Trey, I don't even think getting Trey was supposed to be a improvement. I think it was an improvement because Gordon Hayward was a negative player in a negative situation. So getting Trey Mann, getting Micic, getting Bertans even, it gave you a chance to look at those guys and think about what they could do. So it was positive in that way, but I don't think they thought Trey Mann would be as successful as he ended up being. Now, he still hasn't played a full season with us, but you get my point. Same with trading Terry. I don't think they thought the Heat would be this. I didn't think they thought this Jimmy Butler situation would plummet the way it has. So my point is they made lateral movements. And so with that being said, I don't know if Mark is part of that. We made the playoffs and we're a 4 seed. We made the playoffs and we're a 5 seed because I cannot celebrate being bad this long and making the playoffs being 41-41. I just don't think I can do it. Like it will be frustrating. What range do you think will end up in a draft? Anyone in particular you want to? I mean, okay. Let's show. They're on commercial break. Let's show. For the draft talk. Let me pull this up real quick. Because there are a lot of guys I want. Right now, I think we're 4th, 3rd, something like that. Let me switch over. All right. Right now, I wish I can get rid of all these ads. Do I not have ad blocker? Anyway, whatever. Right now, it says we're 3rd. So, and let's just sim to be fun. Let's to be fun. All right, so we go down to 4th. Cooper Flag, I like. I know people are like the whole NBA media thing is he's not the star that we thought he would be in terms of like he's going to come in and be Wemby. That's kind of what people were projecting him. Not to necessarily be Wemby because Wemby is Wemby, but more so going to be a guy that you draft to change your franchise. And they're thinking more so he may not be that. For us, we don't need that. We have LaMelo, we have Brandon. Cooper Flag would be an amazing 3rd player for us. He does a lot of small things that we don't need him to drop 20 a night. We don't even need him to drop 15 a night. He can give us 12, 8, in a block and a half and a steal with some decent percentages. That best rookie we've had in years outside of LaMelo Ball. And Brandon Miller too. We've had some good rookies. They're on the team. It's just the rest of the team is struggling. But you get the point. Cooper Flag would be huge for us. Dylan Harper. The only thing with Dylan Harper is Cooper Flag. I could see a situation where he doesn't necessarily need the ball. Dylan Harper needs the ball a little more. But Dylan Harper is a plus defender in my opinion. He gets downhill. He just needs the ball a lot. And considering we have LaMelo, Brandon, and they all kind of play the same position, it would be kind of iffy. I think it can work because Dylan Harper's a rookie, so we're not going to ask him to do, anything crazy. But I do like his game. Ace Bailey, if we really want to be the 3-point shooting team, then we can do that. I think Ace Bailey would be great for us in terms of just like I've said, we have shooters. We have guys that can shoot, but we don't have any shooters. Ace Bailey is a shooter. But the rim pressure would be a problem. I think I would prefer to have a rookie to get that can be able to get to the rim and have more veteran pieces to take the threes, just because they're going to be more intentional with the threes they take. If that makes any sense, does it really matter? No, but I do think we need a better influx of veterans and younger players. And I would, if we do have to make a decision, I would rather the 3-point shooting come from the veterans, just because, like I said, the placement of threes I think will be better. The decision making. Igor Dimin, I always mess up his name. I think he's pretty good as a good player. I don't really see where he fits with us. I mean, outside of just talent, like he's a talent, so we can figure it out. But as far as like putting him with LaMelo, Brandon, I don't know. VJ, I do like him. Doesn't need the ball as much as someone like Dylan Harper, even though Dylan Harper to me is the better player. But he does a lot of good things. Like he can rebound well, he plays defense, all these things. Trey Johnson, I like what Trey Johnson is another person like that. He's definitely a more off-ball guy. So if Brandon can get a little better at ball handling, and of course we have LaMelo, and then let's say we even bring Trey Mann back, I think Trey Johnson can play well off all of those guys. Who else am I looking at? Murray Boyles, I think BG mentioned that on the podcast the other day. He will be a good forward for us. He does a lot of things that we want Miles to do, but Miles is more offensive oriented. And while Murray Boyles is definitely more offensive oriented, I think he's just a good player. So yeah, there's just a lot of people we can look at. But as far as where we finish, we're gonna be top 5 for sure, unless we just fall off a cliff. But I think we're gonna be top 5 for sure. I just don't see how we get out of the top 5. To be honest, I mean, outside of like lottery odds, I can see how, but like as far as we're winning games, I don't see how we're not top 5, because I don't think we're going to win that many more games. We're not going to be 7-25 forever, but I don't know. This is like a conspiracy theory or whatever, but I'm thinking they do enough as far as playing LaMelo and Brandon. They do enough to get to All-Star break so LaMelo can be an All-Star. And then I think they shut him down after that. And it's going to be a quiet shutdown. It's not going to be hard cut. You're not playing for the rest of the season. It's going to be, he's going to sit a week, maybe play 2-3 games. I mean, similar to what he's doing now. At this point, I do think they're going to pick up him playing, like I said, until All-Star break. But then I think we're going to get more of this after All-Star break. With Brandon too, and the unfortunate thing is with Brandon, I think he needs the reps. However, they have some grand plan, so I think they want to keep him healthy for that, and I get it to a very, very small extent. But Brandon needs the reps. Brandon desperately needs the reps. Not that he's the bad player or he can't. No, it's just for a wing his size, definitely need to work on getting to the rim and his ball handling. As of right now, I mean, Miles can kind of do it. Cody can kind of do it. And even Brandon, he's not going to go from where he is now to being LaMelo. And, I mean, that's just, a ridiculous comparison, but you get the point. So even then, he's going to get to a point where he can barely do it. But right now, he can't do it at all. And I think he needs those reps of being a reliable ball handler. Because we saw last time I played Detroit, the time before that, he lost the ball. And I think he did it in another game shortly after that. So he needs to work on, security of the ball in that way. And that's going to be a huge part on whether or not this team is going to be good. Because he cannot be a straight up catch and shoot guy with okay defense. Because his defense is not where I would like it to be for a wing his size and what I projected him to be even coming into the draft. Or coming into draft season for him, for his class. I expected him to be a much better much better defender. Not that I expected him to be Paul George or anything like that. I had him more set on like Ren Ingram-esque. So obviously that's not the defense, but I definitely thought he would be better than this. And I think last year he was better than what he is this year defensively. This year he just looks a little more good block. Or is that goaltending? I didn't see what the ref did. I guess it's goaltending by the way Mark's looking and the way Charles is looking. But that looked like it was still going up, to be real. Yeah, that looked like it was still up, or at least even. Would they count that as going like once it goes up and then kind of? I don't know. It looks like it though because they gave Martin that goaltending. Wasn't worth the challenge though, so I respect Lee for not challenging it. Frederico, thank you for the super chat. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Let's see, hot take. We should have Explorer going to DJ Burns from overseas. For DJ Burns, I mean, it would have been fun. It would have been cool. And then this is what I would say. If you're familiar with, is it Kenny Lofton Jr.? They are very much the same player. They're kind of a little oversized, but they move like a guard. Like they just have such quick movement. And Kenny Lofton cannot keep a job. And every time he comes in, he's dropping like 20, 30. Like he's an efficient player, plays decent defense. He is just his weight. I don't know what teams are thinking. Because I think that he can at least hold a little spot, especially for us when we're just trying to get players to play. I think that Kenny Lofton would be a good player to have. DJ Burns reminds me a lot of that. So, as a fan perspective, just watching the game and watching where we are, I think DJ Burns will be fine. It will be interesting to watch for sure. And it's not like we're doing much else anyway. I don't project him to be like he'll stay in the league that long, but it would just be one. I think he deserves a shot in the league. Two, like I said, if you look at Kenny Lofton, he cannot keep a job, and he's dropped. And I think he's dropped 30 before in the NBA, and no team will keep him long enough to let him see. My thing with Kenny Lofton is my assumption would be maybe teams are asking him to lose weight and he refuses to lose weight, as opposed to DJ Burns. I think immediately after the NC tourney run, he lost like 20 pounds. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he has like a long-term trajectory in the league, unfortunately. But I as far as teams like us, I definitely wouldn't mind it. It would be exciting. It definitely would be exciting. Nah, DJ definitely plays like Jokic. Like he was very fun. I'm a Carolina fan, so it was nasty seeing him, be so good. But I had do nothing but respect it. He was a fun player to watch, and I think, like you said, yeah, I think that DJ's better than Kenny Lofton. But as far as just like kind of their build, like their little physical build, that if Kenny Lofton's not getting any play, then I don't think DJ Burns will either. But like I will say, like I said, I don't know if that's because Kenny Lofton's refusing to lose weight or what. But he literally has came into NBA games, dropped 30, and then teams are like, oh well. But then they have someone who like AJ Johnson who doesn't play. I don't think he's played for the Bucks yet, has he? So those are kind of things that it may be more politics than sport. Mark already has 10 points. I gotta look because I missed it. They showed it. He has like 10 and something. He has 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 block. See, that's what I be talking about. Like, that's why I made my case for Diabate. Is that Mark and Nick will both have games, and they won't get boards. As big as they are, they do not get boards. So Mark only has 4. If I go to Jalen Duren, he has 18. Okay, no, he only has 4 too. So maybe I'm tripping. Jalen Duren only plays 7 minutes. And we're out rebounding him now. Cody Martin has more boards than Mark Williams. Cody Martin has 5. But we're not struggling on the board. So, but my point was, I made a statement about Diabate on Twitter the other day, and it was just like we'll go through stretches where we cannot rebound, and Mark will be out there, Nick will be out there, and we're just struggling to get on the boards. That's why I think the way we use Diabate was just weird. Like, there was question like, oh, you're saying he doesn't play. And I'm like, he plays, but garbage minutes or it doesn't make sense. Put him in when it matters. When we're getting killed on the glass and Mark can't rebound, Nick can't get a rebound. Those are perfect Diabate minutes because Diabate may not can do anything else, but he's going to get you some boards. So that's kind of more so what I was saying. And we're not struggling on the boards here, even though Mark only has 4. Watching the game, I mean, it was more so. It's fine. The flow of the game. Okay, looks like Miles is playing like a pseudo 5. Yeah, we got. See, Diabate would have been nice here. We got Seth Curry, Jalen Green, Micic, Miles, and Cody, while Jalen Duren's on the floor. Just saying. We had 5 seconds left? Why did Micic take that 3? That's what I be talking about. I don't know what Micic is thinking. Eric Brunson as a coach. Jalen Brunson's dad. I have no idea whether or not he's a good coach. I like how he coaches Jalen, but that's his son, so it's a little different. But yeah, I couldn't even tell you if Rick Brunson's a good coach outside of coaching his son, which I think he's done a great job. Alex Sarr, your rookie of the month in December. 14.6 rebounds, 2 blocks, basically. Alex Sarr, I've been watching ever since the Wizards beat us that first time. I've been watching a lot of Wizards games. They're a fun team. They are what I've wanted from us for years. I forgot how to pronounce his name, but Micic from the Pelicans, he's been playing well. 11, he was averaging a double with almost 2 blocks. That was the Pelicans had other issues, but Micic was a good pickup for them. Micic was definitely a good pickup for them. Hornets need a coach to hold his players accountable. Brunson had coaching with Tibbs for almost 20 years. That would be nice. I mean, I'm all for holding accountability, but we've seen that doesn't work, unfortunately, with this team. Steve Clifford, I thought, did that. He didn't have the backing of the front office the way Charles Lee does. So it was kind of like falling on deaf ears. No one threatened the players in a way where, all right, you need to listen to coach. So yeah, I don't know if you were here earlier, but yeah, Micic I think can be a good player for maybe not us. I don't think it's gonna do us any good right now, but. Tibbs is, I mean, but see, Tibbs is he turns a good team great. I don't think we're ready for that yet. I don't know how old Rick Brunson is, but it could be something that, because I'm gonna be real with you. I like Charles Lee. For what we are trying to do, I like Charles Lee. Do I think Charles Lee is going to be the coach to get us from, let's say we become good, right? We're constantly 5th in the East, 4th in the East. Is he going to be that coach to get you from 4th in the East to Eastern Conference Championship? I don't know. And it's unfair to him because this is his first head coaching gig, so I don't think he's supposed to be that coach. Rick Brunson could be an option then if he follows, because that's what Tibbs does. Cause look at the Knicks, they were okay, and he kind of elevated them to be where they are, and now they're on the cusp of possibly winning a championship. And even then, they might need a. I'm not saying they will, because I don't know. I don't watch the Knicks enough, but they might even need a coaching change if he constantly gets them to. Oh, they just allowed that. If he constantly gets into like the Eastern Conference Finals, but they can't get over the hump, or they make it to finals but can't get over the hump. Teams do that. They're like, all right, well, we need to get rid of, get that coach to. I think Tibbs can win them a championship though. To me, Tibbs is a championship coach. So, because if you look at it, like his teams, they should have won. There were times they should have won championships. They just go against LeBron. That tends to happen. You tend to not win. Yeah, I mean they're okay. Yeah, so they weren't good. You get what I'm saying. So they weren't. My point is, he took them from one to the other. I don't. I don't think because that was also personnel issues, correct? Like they didn't have like a good team. Like they performed as you would have thought. That's kind of my point. So with Charles Lee, I think he's good for what we are doing right now, which is bad. Which is I'm going to take this bad team, let them sniff the playoffs. Then we'll need someone like you're saying, like Tibbs, to get us from playoff to. I like that. I like coaches who will bench their best player because I felt like that was our problem. Steve Clifford, I think, would have did that. Steve Clifford, once again, did not have the backing of the front office to do that. That's going to be a big part of it. I think Tibbs has such a print in the game. Like, he's made his mark. Everybody know what Tibbs can do. That if he makes that decision, which I've seen him make it, no, the front office is going to be like, well, this is what we hired you to do. I think Steve Clifford would have did it. Front office was not on his side to allow that to happen. That's where I'm at with it. But Charles Lee, I mean, he did it. He did it to LaMelo, and everybody wanted him fired that night. So, I don't know. I did not know the Knicks only won 17 games before Tibbs. I thought they were better than that. I didn't know they were horrible. But I can't remember who was on that team either. I know they didn't have, like, everybody. So, that's part of it. But and also right now in this particular situation, there's no reason to really bench anybody, to be honest. In this particular situation where we're this bad, I don't know. There's no point. That's not maybe at the beginning of even if we were going to end up being this bad, maybe that's something you could do at the beginning of the season to set the tone. But like as far as like this, not really. Yeah, I mean, and Tim still does that. He still plays his players a lot, but I mean, yeah, yeah, he could do it. This is the thing. The team, I don't know. I definitely feel as though this team can be better than this. I don't think that this is even full health, all that. I think the team can be better than this, even with Coach Lee. Would Tibbs make a difference? Maybe, probably. Um, I don't know. I don't know. And we're getting close to halftime. And we're actually winning, which is crazy. Miles has been getting at the rim, which is, I think, is good. That's good for him because at the beginning of the season, he really wasn't doing so. But he's 2-7. I didn't realize he was missing. I mean, every time I look, he's getting fouled. So that explains it. Because he hasn't made any shots. What are they looking at? I missed it. Are they trying to just see if was a flagrant they flagrant foul Miles? I forgot Luke Walton was on the Pistons staff. I can't hear what he's saying. I haven't muted because I didn't want YouTube to get mad at me that I'm even showing y'all the score. So I just had to guess what's happening by yeah, I just had to guess what's happening by what happens next. Oh, they're trying to challenge. Okay, if it was a foul at all, it looked all ball to me. No, I do not. I do not. I mean, I'm always repping North Carolina. Dang. Okay, they called it a foul. I'm always repping North Carolina anytime I can. But I'm a Ravens fan and have been since 2005. So, but I have seen that Bryce has been balling. I guess balling in terms of, considering you got benched and you're the number one overall pick. But his decision making looks better. And I think the team is just performing better. Did Miles miss both of those? No, he missed one. Did he miss both? He missed one. But yeah, I'm not a Panthers fan. Even though I have Panther stuff. And I have a million baby pictures of me in Panther stuff. No, so the story. Oh, Miles with the steal in the 3? Okay, Miles. Okay. That was a good play. No, so what's crazy is the reason I became a Ravens fan is Madden. It's either 04 or 05. I can't remember which one, but my dad used to beat the brakes off. He never let up. He never I'm going to do stupid plays with you. He was a Giants fan. My dad's from New York, so he's Knicks, Giants, Yankees. And he used to beat the brakes off me with Lamar is him. He used to beat the brakes off me with the Giant all the time. No matter who I used, I could have used the best team in the league, the worst team. It didn't matter. And then one day I just picked the Ravens, and I won. And I was like, this is my favorite team from now on. And then that's just kind of how that's been. But yeah, Lamar is definitely him. There are times where I feel as though he's too busy trying to prove that he is he's trying to prove that he is a pocket he can throw, which we all know he can throw, and therefore he doesn't run. Like, you're one of the most gifted runners in NFL history if it's open run, and he's been doing that since his mom cussed him out. So it's worked out. His roster the first season was Kadeem. I remember Kadeem Allen, Reggie Bullock, Dwayne Johnson, Wayne Ellington, Hodge Gibson, Will Harkless, Kevin Knox, Marcus Williams, Randy Keenan, Alfred Payton, Bobby Portis, Julie. Okay, that team. I do remember the team. Yeah, making all G League players. Yeah, taking that to the play. What was the East like? But one thing I can say is, while these players, I think the Hornets have better players, let's look, because now I'm curious. This is not a Knicks stream, but here we are. One thing it looks like with those particular players, duplicate that. What year is that? 20. Jeff Hornacek, yeah, Dave is this. I was thinking, okay, 2020. I can already see. That's what I was looking at. But they look like they can shoot. unlike us. And not that that matters. Like, not that it changes everything or it's still a terrible roster. But it just felt as though terrible roster, it still felt more balanced than ours. Not saying that Tibbs couldn't coach his team to a playoff. He probably could. Because you got to think about it. If the standing, I'm going to go to the standings of this year. We're actually not out of it. It's just more so I know what the Hornets' plan are, and I don't believe that we're going to try to make it. So a Tibbs-led team with a front office backing him to tell him we are going to win, I agree. He probably could get his team to the playoffs. But it just felt this team looks just more balanced. Like, you got I saw Wayne Ellington and Reggie Bullock, and that was honestly everything I needed to see because that's already more shooting than we have. There's no way Derrick Rose was 9th in MVP voting that year. What? That's crazy. He got one for okay, that's why. Chris Paul. Giannis, Joel. But yeah, this team just looked more balanced, but still terrible roster. Still horrible roster. Alex Burks. Alex Burks will always be a bucket. Emmanuel quickly. Yeah, this team was not good, but it definitely the Elfrid Payton, who still is hooping. They just, I don't know. I don't see why you wouldn't want to bring on Elfrid Payton. Maybe it's the 3 turnovers. I don't know. But yeah, terrible roster. Let's look at the let's look at the East this year. What year was this? So the East. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you only had 6 teams over 500. That's why. Which this year's very much the same. So your point still stands. Look at this year's standings. Oh, I passed them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so 7 teams. Oh, one more team. And we're 7 and 25. It really doesn't make any sense that we're 7 and 25. Like, it does, but it doesn't. We shouldn't. We shouldn't be 7 and 25. I did not expect us to be winning this game by 13 points at all. All right. Let's see. Switch this over. Actually, I don't want to see that. This is just halftime stuff. All right. So let's see. What are we looking at? Trade. Let's see who could trade. There's really nobody to trade, honestly. It would be one of. I don't see how Micic gets traded. Not in terms of they don't want to trade him, more so who would want him. Cody Martin and Nick Richards are probably the only 2 people I can see being traded, honestly. And let's see, we were talking about Nick Richards being a potential target for the Kings. I don't know who they're giving up, to be honest. I would like Kobe Jones, even though he don't play. I like Kobe Jones, but he's like a more offensive Cody Martin. He's like a Swiss Army knife. They have Jay Crowder. I didn't even know they had Jay Crowder. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I knew they had Doug McDermott. I did not know they had Jay Crowder. They had Isaac Jones. Is Isaac Jones the same Isaac Jones from No, that's not the same Isaac Jones from Louisiana Tech, is it? No, can't be. He's a hooper. He hooped in college, but I don't even think that's his name. Let's see. Orlando Robinson, Jordan McLaughlin, Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis doesn't get minutes. Keon Ellis doesn't even get minutes right now. But, like, I would need to know what we're doing with Trey Mann. That would be a big part of that. I don't think they're going to trade Devin Carter. Like, they will probably trade Keon Ellis. You got Malik Monk. You got I don't know, because then the whole stuff about De'Aaron. They probably would trade Keon. And this is not about what I want. I'm trying to be a Hornets and Kings fan at the same time and trying to think, like, okay, what would it would be like Keon Ellis. Does the money match? I don't know if in this trade machine, can you trade and then let's try trade. Okay, it works. Okay, and I can adjust it. Okay, I didn't know if it was going to kick me out altogether. All right, so the money works, but obviously the value doesn't. So I would say it would be Nick Richards for Keon Ellis. It would probably be like Nick Richards in like 2 seconds, maybe. Unprotected. And honestly, to be real with you, it probably would be like these seconds. It wouldn't even be like trade the Hornets. That's probably what a Nick Richards trade would look like. It wouldn't be the prettiest thing in the world. It really wouldn't. Hey, but we gain him win. Stationary shooter. We need shooting. I didn't think Keon Ellis was that good of a shooter. To say he's a stationary shooter. I know sometimes 42%. Did not know that. For some reason, I did not think Keon Ellis was a good 3-point shooter. I didn't think he was bad. I just didn't think he was that good. 20 minutes. Yeah, Devin Carter comes back. Is it tonight? Because I actually want to see that. I like Devin Carter. I highly thought about getting him for the Hornets, but I would take Keon Ellis. You think we could get more? I don't know. We might could get more for Nick. This isn't the best trade ever. Like, I don't know. But I'm trying to think, like, the Kings just wouldn't give up too much. And Keon Ellis would be great for us. I could. What does this work? I could see, because Kobe Jones doesn't get minutes at all, right? He was a 2nd-round pick, and if I'm the Hornets, he was technically drafted by us. Do I remember that? No, I think I knew they were trading it. So when they picked him up, because there was one person we drafted, and I was excited, and it was we traded him. But it wasn't Kobe. It might have been Kobe Jones. I can't remember what draft. I can't remember if this past draft or the 2023 draft. But yeah, he doesn't play much. Yeah, he's playing 22 games, played 5 minutes, shooting 42%, 44% from three. Doesn't take that many threes. His stats are very even because that's the kind of player he is. I don't know. I like this idea of getting the 2 players. We have enough picks. We have enough, you know what I mean? So we don't have to waste the time of, we getting the pick and then we're going to decide if we're going to trade it or not. And then, or not trade it, but we're gonna get the pick, and then we're gonna decide if the player's gonna be good or not, or whatever. Like, let's get a player. Let's see what he can do. I like that a little more. I don't think this is the best trade in the world, but I do think it'd be pretty good. All right. Let's see. As we wait for halftime, let's see. Sorry, I had to text my wife because for food purposes, I gotta go get some food at some point. Keon, because of course the baby's already asleep, so now nobody can do anything. Keon Ellis, Kobe Jones. Okay, blah blah blah. All right, so now we're gonna try Cody Martin. Crap, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know. I have no idea where. I haven't seen any. I've seen things that teams are interested in Cody Martin. I have not seen anything about where he could possibly be going. Let's click the NBA because it's gonna put. That's not what I thought it was gonna do. I feel like. Trade machine cap manager. I feel as though like it used to show you like the top trades that people are doing and stuff like that. Trade proposals, trending. This ain't it either. Success is good. I'm just looking. Let's look at this because we get Josh Okogie in 2 seconds, and we give up Nick. I would say that's about the same, right? As far as trading for Keon Ellis, so that seems as though to be the thought of trading Nick Richards is it can get us a decent young player. Actually, is Josh Okogie even young? I don't know how old Josh Okogie is. 26. Man. Young enough because I think he's a pretty good defender. He can't shoot though. I'd rather have Keon Ellis. I know Keon Ellis isn't in that trade, but I would rather have Keon Ellis. So it looks like Nick Richards can get us like a player, like a slight rotation player in 2 seconds is what it looks like the market is for him. Which I'll take that. I'm willing to take that. No, I didn't even realize. No one. I'm sitting here looking at the monitor. Didn't even realize the third quarter started until we turned it over. That's the thing about when they show them highlights is like you see the highlight because I was looking at the corner of my eye and then boom, it was the actual game. But I'm about to get off anyway. I just want to see kind of what happens here. And of course, in Hornets fashion, we just let these guys just come back. That's what we do. Josh Green is a screener and is so ineffective. Oh, that was a good pass by Mark. And good shot by Miles. Miles is cooking up, it looks like. All right, I'm gonna be on till next dead ball, and then I see the stream freezing. Don't make me mad, stream. I'm cooked. I see that video has frozen, but I see the game still going. So Seth with a transition 3 is tough. Now Seth on Cade. That was a good closeout by Josh. Oh, good pass. Miles is an underrated passer. He was showing it really early in his career that he could pass, but with things changing, players changing, he hasn't had to do it as much. But I definitely think he's underrated. Josh Green gets killed by screens, and that was one of his screen navigation was one of his downfalls for me. Was that he just is not good at navigating screens, and it seems as though that has not changed. Which I mean, can I expect to change in a half a season? No, but it's not pretty. All right, well, thank you everybody for watching. I see that my video has frozen, so I don't know what to do about that, but I have to go anyway. I didn't expect to stream this long, but it's been cool watching the game with y'all. Definitely want to do this more often because we've had some good conversation. Sherwin, Federico, thank you so much. Deontay was in here. My boy Fozzie was in here. So, yeah, definitely good stream. I appreciate everybody watching. I'll see you guys next time. You can't see me do the piece because for me, my screen is frozen, but let's hopefully the Hornets can win this